All right. So, Bryan Legend today told us that he might have a huge partnership coming. Okay? When Bryan Legend says he might, that means it's a foregone conclusion. It's just done. So he has a huge partnership coming. I don't know what it is or who it's going to be with, but it's going to be freaking huge. Because, let me tell you, the easiest thing in the world is to be a content creator for Seifu on YouTube, because Bryan Legend gives us so much content to work with every single day. It's not even funny. Uh, yeah, and as far as like Bryan Legend, before he put out this increased multiplier, which I'm going to tell you about in a second, he hinted at it in his audio AMA that he put out on Discord. He was like, "Yeah, maybe we'll increase the multiplier, And you know, if you hear Bryan Legend use the words maybe or might, it's as good as done. Like, Bryan Legend's maybe is better than most people's promises. Like, it's just he has made it just part of his character to underpromise and overdeliver to the point that we just expect it from him. It is just expected, and literally on the daily. On the daily, he's giving us just bullish news, just such exciting news. It's insane. And Daniel Prado has made this joke many times, and it makes him scratch his head. But it's like every time amazing news comes out, people just sell. Like the paper hands, they take it as their, that's like their bat signal. It's time to sell. It's time to sell. And it makes no damn sense whatsoever. But whatever, that's what they do. So whenever great news comes out, you can expect there to be a dip in price. It's going to be a buying opportunity, because with this new multiplier that Bryan Legend put out, and I'm sure you've heard about it already, or if you haven't, then you're hearing it from me first. Before, the multiplier was going to be 65% on October 20th, and Bryan Legend just bumped it up another 9%, so it's going to be 74% on October 20th. And what that means is, if you sacrifice $1 of Seifu on October 20th, it is going to turn in instantly. It's going to turn into $1.74 of Seifu X. And if you count on top of that you're not having to pay the sales tax for Seifu, and you're not having to pay the buy tax for Seifu X, it's pretty much a 100% multiplier, really. But just consider it a 74% multiplier, all right? Because whatever, if that's what you want to do. So bumping that multiplier up so much, I just crossed my legs, I don't know why. But bumping that multiplier up so much is going to motivate people in Dubai to want to buy. Because before, Dubai, before, the people in Dubai were not going to have like maybe a huge amount of motivation to buy before the blockchain goes to mainnet. But I mean, except for the extra 2 months of rebasing that they would get. That's pretty motivating. But like, let's say like someone in Dubai who's got a ton of money that wants to invest in a blockchain, they hear about Seifu X, and like, let's say they had heard about it back when the multiplier was still 65%, which means they were getting an extra 15% for being in Seifu, and they did the math in their head, because this person is probably very smart and mathematically, and he's like, I'm going to pay a 14% tax when I buy Seifu, and I'm going to get a 15% increase from having Seifu, like from sacrificing Seifu as opposed to sacrificing Bitcoin. So it's only a 1% difference. Why don't I just sacrifice or like BUSD? He's like, I'm just going to sacrifice my BUSD or BNB or whatever he was going to do. Like, it maybe wasn't sufficient motivation, and he would have still gotten those 2 months of rebasing, actually, now that I think about it. So it's like there was only a 1% difference. So maybe he might not have gotten into Seifu, before the sacrifice. Now he's going to have 10% motivation, because now it's a 24% increase over the base 50% on sacrifice day. So that is going to motivate people in Dubai to actually want to buy Seifu, even if it's literally the 19th of October. They're still going to want to buy Seifu, because they're still going to get a 10% extra in their multiplier for converting over to Seifu X. So that could definitely pump the price up at the last second, which would be amazing. And on top of that, it's going to be amazing for all of us who are just invested. I mean, for every $1 of Seifu, you can get $1.74 Seifu X. I mean, come on, that's just freaking amazing. And then on on top of that, there's this huge partnership that Bryan Legend was hinting at today. I don't know if he's mentioned it yet. I haven't looked, but you know, that's going to be awesome. And let me see. I'd come up with some good lines yesterday. I was so excited though yesterday, and I think when he mentioned the increased multiplier, I tried to put out some videos, but I was like dropping the F-bomb left and right, so I was just too excited. So I had to give myself a day to relax and rest, and put out a calmer video. So this is it. This is just amazing news coming out, and it's going to be awesome, and we're all going to make it. So, not financial advice, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to be buying Seifu as often as I can until October 20th, and then I'm going to sacrifice it. There's going to be a DAP. I looked up the FAQ because I was on Discord, and I was like, hey, does anybody know how we're going to sacrifice? Is it going to be a button? Is it going to be a wallet address we send it to? There's going to be a DAP, and it's going to be just like the node sacrifice where you click on a button, sacrifice now. All right, so, you know, it'll ease everybody's nerves. You'll know you're doing the right thing. It'll be foolproof, dummy-proof, all that stuff, and it'll be good. It'll be great, and yeah, it's going to turn into a whole bunch of money. Go have some fun with Shepsky's calculator, SeifuX.com calculator, and yeah, he's already put in the new multiplier in there because that dude is on top of things. And Bryan Legend, I'm sure, is going to continue giving us amazing news every day. And I'm just gonna, I mean, he practically makes these videos for me. I mean, that's how hardworking Bryan Legend is. He's actually literally making my videos for me. All right, Bryan Legend is the reason that SeifuX is going to be such an enormous success. It's an amazing protocol, but Bryan, you can trust in that man. You can have faith in him. All right, and he's gonna do everything that is needed to make it a humongous success. So don't doubt. All right, don't doubt Bryan. Don't doubt Seifu and SeifuX. All right, blockchains, even that are run by complete ass bags, are huge successes. All right, I mean, look at Binance. That dude looks like an alien, and it's still a huge success. All right, so SeifuX is going to be amazing. All right, I love Binance, by the way, and CZ's cool. But anyways, all right.